Do not judge, please. Thank you. Oh, not done, not done. You guys keep judging. Let me warm up.
You pretty yourself up.
Which 20 points.
Style. Yeah. Why isn't there a style category? Where's there's no block for swag. I'm so angry.
There's no block for swag.
That actually looked pretty cool if you did that.
I'll work on it.
What? If you made it to a right angle. Like it's kind of a curve right now, but it's a little left.
All right.
His hair is perfect.
All right. All right. Now, the gravitas of ancestral grounds. Sounds really fancy, huh? It's because it's derived from Latin. Gravitas is Latin for importance and dignity. Ancestral grounds were the burial sites that old pagan tribes would bury their greatest warriors and elders. So this speech is about finding the gravitas in your ancestors. Now, before I continue, I'd like to get to know a little about my audience, preferably the judges, since you guys are the ones grading. Senor Gray, where are you from?
I'm from South Carolina.
From South Carolina. Any city in particular?
I'm from Beaufort, South Carolina.
Beaufort, South Carolina. Sounds incredibly boring. What about you, Little? Where are you from?
Augusta, Georgia.
What was that?
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia. Kind of sounds Roman, but it's not really what I'm looking for. You see, this is a problem. I want to know something particular. I want to know where you came from before your family came to the United States. And once you figure that out, then, only then, will you know and appreciate your true roots. Now, before I go ahead, I'd like to relate something to you guys. Now, imagine you're sitting down, writing, taking the census or the some regular survey, doing your thing, bubbling little dots, lying about some stuff, obviously, and you get to this little box with these little bullet points. And I think you know where I'm going with this. The marvelous race question board with its amazing options. You got your awesome choices between black, white, American Indian, and Hispanic. And all we do is just bubble one of those choices in. Now, I don't blame you guys, because I've done the same. I go there and I see black. You know, I think to myself, you know what? I got a little Hershey's chocolate milk little vibe going on, but that's not a choice. So I just bubble in black. I'm like, screw it, I'll just say I'm black. You want to know something? That is a major problem that we have today. It is the government's institutionalized way of taking vast amount of culture and all different types of people and dumbing them down into two colors and two inaccurate titles. We have lost our sense and pride of past culture. And most importantly, we have forgotten all the things that our past ancestors did to get us here. Now, you think times are bad now with ISIS massacres and Donald Trump? Well, let me tell you guys something. The ancient era and the medieval ages was a terrible, brutal time to live. Daily survival was solely based on violence and intellectual cunning. The fact that you exist today is because your great-grandpa killed a guy for some milk. Now, I know this could be hard to relate to and hard to imagine all of this and then how it relates to you today, correct? So let me help you guys out for a little bit. I'm going to tell you a story about my ancestors. So let me make a little campfire for you guys. Warm it up. Don't ask why I'm doing this in the middle of spring. It's for imagery reasons. I'll tell you a story. Many, many moons ago, in an island far, far away, called Hispaniola, the French and the Spanish came to this island for natural resources. Now, on the west side of the island, the French bought slaves from Africa. The reason why is so they could take and abuse the sugar plantations. In this system, the French has created one of the most brutal slave systems known in all of the Caribbean. And after many years of torture and abuse, the African slaves finally stood up, broke their shackles, and said, enough is enough. They went against Napoleon's well-trained and disciplined men, tight formations, perfect drill, and advanced rifles. All the African slaves had were stylish odd weapons and random tools. They looked into the eyes of their enemy and they said, "L'union faisons des forces." And that's Creole for united, we are strong. In a 13-year war, my people won. The new named nation called Haiti was the first black nation in the Western Hemisphere and the first nation in the Western Hemisphere to abolish slavery. Now, how does all that relate to me? It means I'm pretty dang awesome. You see it in my presence, you hear it in my voice, and you feel it through his speech. But let me stop gloating about myself and my big flatness head related to you guys. This is a message to you, lady and gentlemen. I see it in each and every single one of you, descendants of past conquerors, explorers, great scientists, and I believe that all of us can become as great as our past ancestors were. All we have to do is find the Gravitas, go to our ancestral grounds, and do a little digging.